Sarah, are you done with your part-time job today?
Yes, I'm done, but it's unusual for you to contact me directly, Martha.
It's nothing. It's just that you've been a stay-at-home mom for so long and now you've started working. I'm worried you might be neglecting things at home.
Oh, I see. Of course, I'm managing fine.
Are you sure about that? Michael mentioned the house isn't as tidy as before.
I'm still adjusting to the new schedule, but I'm keeping up with everything important.
That's what everyone says at first. Your priorities might be shifting without you realizing.
Since I'm working full-time now, things aren't exactly the same as before, but I don't think there's anything for you to worry about.
Is that really true? You've always been clumsy.
I wouldn't say clumsy, just different priorities sometimes.
Different priorities? Your home and family should always be first priority. Can you really balance work and housework?
I think I'm doing well in my own way. Emma's helping out too.
That won't do. You started this job to pay for Emma's college tuition, right?
Yes, her university costs are going to be more than we initially planned for.
The one downtown? That's quite expensive, isn't it?
It has the program she wants. We've been saving, but we need a bit more.
She has college entrance exams next year, so don't make her do housework and let her focus on studying.
She helps during her study breaks, so it's fine.
Study breaks should be for resting her mind, not doing chores you should be handling.
Emma says it's a good change of pace, so it's not a problem.
For heaven's sake, you're Michael's wife and Emma's mother. I need you to be more responsible.
I'm sorry?
Being sorry doesn't clean the house or make proper meals. Besides, Michael makes enough money, doesn't he?
He does work hard at his job, yes.
Then why are you working? Isn't his salary sufficient? I don't think you need to work part-time and burden Emma.
That's true, but considering cram school and the university Emma wants to attend, I'm a bit worried. The money we've saved so far might not be enough.
Not enough? Are you wasting money on something?
No, we've been careful with our spending.
Weren't you in charge of managing the finances?
No, it's just that we've had some unexpected expenses.
What expenses? Nothing should take priority over your child's education.
That's true. Michael has been...
Has been what? Speak clearly.
He's been spending more on his hobbies lately.
Even if that's the case, controlling the finances is your job. I'm always firm with my husband about this, too.
You're right. I understand, but...
No buts. If you're a mother, you need to take responsibility.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Apologizing so quickly is also a problem. You've been married to Michael for 17 years now. Stop making me lecture you.
Yes.
And make sure the house is clean when Michael gets home. He shouldn't have to come back to a messy home after working all day.
I understand. I'll do better.
Good. Remember, a happy home is a tidy home with good meals. Don't let your job interfere with that.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for your concern.
Sarah, this lunchbox is just leftovers and frozen food.
I made it fresh this morning. Those aren't leftovers.
It tastes like leftovers. And I can tell you used those pre-made side dishes.
I did use some prepared vegetables to save time, but the main dish is freshly made.
You've been cutting corners a lot lately. It seriously makes me lose motivation, so stop it.
Sorry, I've been busy with my part-time job. But it's all your favorite dishes, right?
That's not the point. Don't justify your laziness.
It's not laziness. I wake up an hour earlier now to prepare everything before work.
You should wake up earlier then. My colleagues' wives manage to make proper lunches.
I'm already getting up at 5:30 a.m. to prepare breakfast, lunch, and dinner preparations.
I'm working hard every day for you guys. Won't you feel bad at all?
That's a harsh way to put it.
Is it? I think I'm being pretty reasonable here.
I'm working now too, unlike before, so things can't be the same.
Excuses again. Aren't you embarrassed?
About what? Taking a job to help our daughter go to college?
About not being able to handle your responsibilities. There are people out there who manage just fine while working part-time.
I am managing. Everything important is getting done.
The lunch in front of me says otherwise. If you can't, that's your problem. It's pathetic as your husband.
Even if you say that,
What? You think I'm being unreasonable?
I think you could be more understanding during this transition period.
You keep making excuses. That's why my mom doesn't like you.
Your mother has her own standards. I'm doing my best.
Your best isn't good enough then. You need to do better. She was angry at you just recently, so reflect on that more.
I'm sorry.
Sorry doesn't cut it. I apologize on your behalf while sending money, but please spare me from this in the future.
What? Money? What money? Hey, Michael. What the hell is this about? You withdrew more money I saved for Emma's tuition? The money I've been saving all year.
That? I use it for renovating my parents' house.
Are you serious? Renovation? When did you decide this? Why didn't you tell me?
It was a sudden decision. Dad called saying they needed help with repairs.
So you just took all of our daughter's college fund without discussing it with me?
My parents are getting old. We need to make a barrier free for them.
We could have discussed this and found another solution.
There wasn't time. The contract needed a deposit right away. Thanks for saving the money. It helped.
Don't mess with me. It's $12,000, Michael. $12,000.
I know how much it is. I wrote the check myself.
That was our daughter's future. We've been saving that specifically for her education.
My parents' safety is important too. They could fall and hurt themselves.
Emma's college entrance exams are this year. What are you planning to do?
I don't care about the tuition.
How can you say that about your own daughter?
This is my decision as your husband. Don't complain as just a wife.
Just a wife? I'm Emma's mother and your partner. This should have been a joint decision.
When it comes to my parents, I make the decisions.
I understand that your parents are important, but more important than your daughter's tuition?
That's how it is for me.
So your parents come before your child?
My parents raised me. I owe them everything. Besides, you two can live comfortably thanks to me. You know how much I earn for you all?
This isn't about your income. It's about our daughter's future that we planned together.
Complain over just $12,000.
We're working because that $12,000 is what we're short on, right? How can you say that?
With this mouth, but who do you think you are, working just a little bit?
I'm working to make up for the shortfall in Emma's tuition that you caused with your spending.
Can you cover Emma's living expenses with your earnings?
That's not the point, and you know it.
You can't, right? Then don't complain about my decisions.
Says the guy who spent tens of thousands on model cars. What are you even saying? Michael, are your model cars more important than us?
Maybe.
Wow, you can't be serious right now.
I used to work for the family, but lately it feels pointless. I have no time for myself. Emma's grown up and not cute anymore.
She's not supposed to stay a little girl forever. She's becoming an adult who needs our support.
Well, I need support too. My hobbies keep me sane with all the pressure at work. You're always focused on Emma and don't appreciate me enough. It's exhausting.
Oh, really? I guess the Michael I married is gone now.
People change. You've changed too.
I've changed by taking on more responsibility, not less. Fine then. You'd better remember this.
Are you getting mad? Scary.
You think I'm scary now? You have no idea.
Well, you can't survive without me anyway, so your threats are pointless.
Is that what you think? That I can't manage without you?
Of course. Where would you get money? Where would you live? Think realistically.
I'm thinking very realistically right now. Don't worry about that.
Whatever. Just drop it. What's done is done.
Yes, what's done is done, and what will be done is still to come.
What's that supposed to mean?
You'll see.
Michael, how is Emma's college prep going? Is she doing okay?
She'll be fine.
That's not very specific. How are her practice test scores?
I don't know the details. That's Sarah's department. She seems to be studying, so there's nothing for you to worry about, Mom.
I see. Has she decided which schools to apply to?
The same ones we discussed before. Nothing's changed.
Sarah's working part-time for the tuition, but is that going well?
Oh, yeah, it should be fine.
You don't sound confident. Is there a problem with the tuition savings?
No, no problem at all. Everything's on track.
Good, because I know how expensive college can be these days.
But lately, Sarah's been slacking housework. That's more of a problem.
Is that so? I gave Sarah a warning last year, but I guess balancing work and housework is difficult for her.
What? Mom, are you in contact with Sarah?
Yes, very occasionally.
Since when? Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't think I needed your permission to talk to my daughter-in-law.
Is that right? By the way, what do you talk about?
Oh, nothing you'd find interesting. Women's things, mostly.
Come on, tell me. What does Sarah talk to you about?
Since when are you interested in my conversations with her?
I'm just curious. My mom and wife are talking behind my back.
We really don't talk about anything important. When we talked last year, I just told her not to neglect her household duties.
What else? For example, about money?
Money? Why would you ask that specifically?
No reason, just wondering.
Oh, since she started working part-time, I did ask her about that. You know, with Emma's tuition and all, and since Sarah manages the money, right?
Right, she does.
I just asked if she was handling that part properly.
I see. That's fine then.
What is this all about? You've never cared about this before.
No, just curiosity. Mom, you don't like Sarah, right?
Who told you that?
It's obvious from how you talk about her. So I was surprised to hear that you're in contact with her.
Don't say I don't like her. I may be strict with her, but that doesn't mean I dislike her.
But you always criticize her cooking and cleaning.
I'm trying to help her improve. That's different from disliking someone. But you're acting strangely today.
Not at all. Anyway, I'll keep an eye on Sarah as her husband.
Keep an eye on her? What does that mean?
Just making sure she's handling everything well with work and home.
That sounds more like surveillance than support.
Mom, you don't need to worry about Sarah.
What's gotten into you all of a sudden? You're acting very strange today.
I'm not strange. Just that Sarah gets intimidated when you talk to her.
Intimidated? She's never seemed intimidated to me.
She hides it well, but she's told me. And it must be a hassle for you to contact her too.
It's no hassle at all. I actually enjoy our conversations.
The way things are now isn't good for either of you.
I think I can decide for myself who I want to talk to, Michael.
Of course, but as your son, I'm just looking out for you.
Well, if you insist, I'll refrain from contacting her in the future.
Please do. I have an early start tomorrow, so I'll head off now.
All right. You're not telling me everything, but I'll let it go for now.
Nothing to tell. Everything's fine.
Tell Emma to keep up with her studies.
Will do. Good night, Mom.
Good night, Michael.
Sarah, where are you? What about dinner?
I told you I'd be home late today because I had something to do.
You didn't mention anything this morning.
I texted you about it at lunch. Check your messages.
Oh, I see it now. Still, you should have reminded me.
Dinner's in the fridge. Just heat it up.
What is it? Not leftovers again, I hope.
It's the beef stew you like, made fresh this morning.
Got it. By the way, do you know where my model car collection went?
Which ones specifically?
All of them. The display cabinet is empty. You probably just put it away somewhere.
Oh, that? I sold all of it.
You what?
You heard me. I sold your collection.
Is this some kind of joke?
You were right about them being premium items. The most expensive ones sold for about $3,000.
The vintage Ferrari? You sold that?
Yes, to a collector who was very happy to get it. There were so many that it totaled over $10,000.
Wait, what are you doing? You actually sold them?
Of course. Thanks to that, we should be able to manage Emma's tuition. Thank you for collecting them all this time.
Don't mess with me. You know how much effort it took me to collect all those?
About the same effort it took me to save $12,000 for Emma's tuition.
That's different. And you just sold them for tuition? What the hell have you done?
I couldn't care less about your effort. My daughter's tuition is more important to me.
Those were irreplaceable. Some were limited editions.
Emma's future is irreplaceable too. I've turned a blind eye until now because it was a small hobby, but I'm not nice enough to overlook it in this situation.
This is the worst. Even between spouses, there are things you can and can't do.
Like taking money saved for your child's education without discussing it?
Those are my belongings. You had no right to sell them.
You bought them with money that was saved for Emma's tuition, right?
Not all of them.
Enough of them. The money had to come from somewhere. Then I took a part-time job to make up for it, and you used that money without permission too. You're the one who couldn't tell right from wrong.
You always have a comeback. Fine. I'm divorcing you.
Is that supposed to scare me?
I'll claim compensation for what you sold too.
Even if I have to pay compensation later, we need the tuition money now. If you can pay that, I'll give you the divorce and pay the compensation.
You said it. After living off my earnings all these years.
I haven't been living off anything. I've been working as your partner, raising our daughter, maintaining our home.
As if that's the same as bringing in a real income. It's too late for regrets now.
As if I'd regret anything at this point. I did this fully prepared for the consequences.
You'll regret it when you're struggling to make ends meet on your own.
Unlike you, I'm not going to abandon my responsibilities as a parent.
I haven't abandoned anything. I just prioritize differently.
You prioritized your hobbies over your daughter's future. That's abandonment in my book.
This conversation is over. I'm calling a lawyer tomorrow.
Good. I'll be ready.
Sarah, I heard from Michael. So you're getting divorced.
Martha, I'm sorry. I'm sorry it ended up like this.
You don't need to apologize.
But I sold Michael's collection without permission. I know that was wrong.
You've been through a lot of trouble because of us. I always thought you were clumsy from the beginning. Your cooking wasn't good and you weren't great at other housework either.
I know I've never met your standards. I tried my best.
No matter how many times I taught you, you just couldn't get it right.
I'm sorry.
And you always apologize immediately when something happens. You're a hopeless daughter-in-law.
I suppose I am.
You really remind me of how I used to be.
How you used to be, Martha?
When I first married Michael's father, I had never done housework before.
Really? But you're so good at everything now.
Practice and necessity, and a lot of tears. My late mother scolded me so many times. In the end, I never became the daughter-in-law she expected.
I find that hard to believe. You're so capable.
I got better, but never perfect in her eyes. But when my mother was dying, she told me that I had become a good daughter-in-law.
I'm still not good at all, and I've just disappointed you.
That's true. Selling your husband's belongings without permission and getting divorced makes you a failure as a wife.
I know. Yes, I'm sorry.
But you've become a really good mother.
What?
You heard me. A good mother puts her child first. I heard from Emma. You took action because Michael used the tuition money, right?
Yes, he took the money we'd been saving. I didn't know what else to do.
Taking on all these risks to pay for Emma's tuition. You should be proud of this. You did the right thing as a mother.
Martha, I didn't expect you to understand.
Compared to you, I still have a long way to go. Even though I've been lecturing you all this time. It's embarrassing. I'm truly sorry.
No, you don't need to apologize. I should be the one apologizing.
For what? For prioritizing your daughter's education? Michael told you he used the money for us, right?
Yes. He said he sent you support money and used it for renovating your house.
But we never received any support, and there's been no renovation.
What? Then where did the money go?
I was surprised when Emma told me too. He probably used it for his hobbies.
His model cars? But he already had so many.
There was a limited edition release recently, very expensive. He's been complaining recently about not having enough money for his hobbies.
I see. So he lied about helping you.
As his mother, I apologize for my son's dishonesty. I'm truly sorry. It's our responsibility that we raised him to do such things.
You didn't raise him to lie. That was his choice as an adult.
Still, I feel responsible. He's my son. So if you need compensation, just say so. We'll pay the full amount.
For me? Why would you go that far? I thought you didn't like me.
How could I? From the moment you married Michael, you became my daughter.
But you've always been so critical of me.
That's why I've been strict with you, so you wouldn't end up like me. And now my daughter has shown me something admirable as a mother.
I was just trying to protect Emma's future.
At least let me do this much.
Thank you, Martha. That means more than you know.
We're family, Sarah. That doesn't end with a divorce.
I submitted the divorce papers. Now you and I are strangers.
That's right. Thank you for everything.
For what? You took everything from me.
For the good years. For Emma. Goodbye.
Good riddance to the two of you. Then I can use all my money for my hobbies, not get nagged and not have to deal with my ungrateful daughter.
Emma isn't ungrateful. She's hurt by your choices.
Whatever. She chose you over me anyway. It's all good for me.
That's right. Good for you.
That's not all. I'm still going to claim compensation.
For your model cars? We already discussed this.
I want every penny back. Those were collector items worth far more than what you sold them for. After divorcing me, you'll struggle just to make ends meet. Serves you right.
About that, Martha and Jim said they'd pay the compensation.
What? Why would my parents pay?
Everything you've done has been exposed.
What are you talking about?
The lies about sending money to your parents and renovating their house.
You heard that from my parents?
Yes. And given the circumstances, they said they'd pay the compensation themselves.
My parents are taking your side?
They're taking Emma's side, as grandparents should. But that probably won't be necessary. Because I don't think your claim for compensation will be accepted.
What do you mean?
Legally, it's wrong to sell or throw away someone's personal property without permission, even between spouses.
Exactly, so I'll win the compensation claim.
That's not incorrect, but misappropriation of shared assets is equally wrong, you know?
But that's different. It has nothing to do with what you did.
If you had actually been supporting your parents, your misappropriation wouldn't have been an issue, but it was just for personal use, right?
So what? It was my money to begin with.
No, it was our money, joint finances in a marriage. Then it was an unnecessary expense. Nothing that should take priority over your daughter's tuition, which had a clear purpose.
Who decides what's unnecessary?
In this case, probably a judge. In other words, what I did will likely be understood considering the circumstances.
Huh? That's ridiculous. What about my model cars? You sold them without permission. Are you saying that's acceptable?
There's a high probability that will be the judgment.
So you're saying my compensation claim won't go through?
Probably not. Besides, the amount you misappropriated is higher anyway, so even if your compensation claim is accepted, it won't matter.
Gotta be kidding me. I can't believe this is happening.
Well, everything else is going your way, so isn't that good? You'll be free without me and Emma, so be happy about it.
This is the worst.
It's the consequence of your choices, Michael. Nothing more, nothing less.
Mom, you told Sarah unnecessary things and now I can't get compensation.
So it's my fault? Save that nonsense for when you're sleeping. You're the one who lied.
I admit lying was wrong, but this is too much.
Too much? You stole your daughter's college fund for model cars.
I didn't steal it. That money was partly mine too. Why are you taking my wife's side instead of your own son's?
I told Sarah this too, but from the moment you two got married, Sarah became my daughter. It's only natural that I take her side when she was betrayed by her husband.
That's what doesn't make sense to me. We're divorced now. She's a complete stranger now.
Your father and I didn't accept Sarah with such shallow commitment. If you hadn't divorced, she would have been family for life.
But in this situation, that's strange. Shouldn't parents naturally take their child's side?
That's rich coming from someone who didn't take his own daughter's side.
I did take Emma's side. I've provided for her all these years.
Providing financially is only part of being a parent. Besides, the cause of this divorce is you.
It's Sarah. She sold all my things without my permission.
After you took money meant for Emma's education.
But Mom, you didn't like Sarah.
I never said I didn't like her.
You criticized her constantly.
You just misunderstood. I admit I've been harsh with Sarah all this time, calling her an incompetent daughter-in-law, but that was for her growth.
It's not how it seemed to me.
I actually respect her as a formidable parent. Much more than you, who tried to probe me and warn me not to let her know about your lies.
You knew?
After I found out about your lies, I pretty much figured it out. It's truly shameful. I can't apologize enough to Sarah. To think she's been taking care of such a worthless son all this time.
What? She wasn't taking care of me. They were living off my earnings. I was taking care of them.
Do you really think you earned that income all by yourself? It's thanks to Sarah doing the housework, cooking, and childcare.
Anyone could do those things.
She prepared an environment where you could focus on work and gave you a reason to focus. Not even realizing that makes you unacceptable as a husband and as a parent.
What are you saying? I haven't done anything wrong.
If you truly believe that, then I failed as a mother. As a mother, all I can say is that you'll be the one who regrets it when you realize.
Realize what? That my wife stole my treasure collection?
That you traded your family for toys.
They weren't toys. They were valuable collectibles.
And your family wasn't valuable? But by then, it will be too late, no matter how you feel.
Being dramatic, I'll be fine.
We'll see. Your father and I won't be supporting you anymore.
What does that mean?
It means you're on your own now, just like you wanted.
But I never said I wanted to be cut off from you.
Your actions spoke louder than your words. Goodbye, Michael.
Sarah, it's been a while. How have you been? Is Emma going to college properly?
What is it now? We're divorced. We're strangers now.
We may be divorced, but I'm still Emma's father.
You haven't acted like it for years.
What's wrong with caring about my daughter?
Emma and I are living just fine. We don't need your concern, so please don't contact me.
Don't be like that. I got cut off by my parents shortly after our divorce.
That's not my problem.
They won't even answer my calls anymore. I'm all alone now. I'm not even looking for a new wife.
So you're lonely and want your ex-wife to keep you company? Are you kidding me?
That's not it. Things just aren't what I expected.
What did you expect? That everyone would just accept your selfishness?
I expected freedom, but it feels empty. After divorcing you, living where no one welcomes me home, not being nagged by you, not having to deal with Emma and getting tired, the life I wanted wasn't this.
Well, that's not something for me. Why don't you complain at a bar or something?
That's not what I mean. Bars are full of strangers. They don't care.
And you think I do?
It's just that when I remember our married life, it makes me want to cry. Despite everything, I realize I actually like that life.
You should have thought of that before you stole our daughter's tuition money.
I know I made mistakes, serious ones. Hey, can we start over?
Please stop joking around.
I'm serious. I miss you. I miss Emma.
We've finally gotten used to our current life. Emma is enjoying college, and I'm working as a full-time employee.
That's great to hear. I'm glad she made it to college.
No thanks to you. I don't want you disrupting our lives.
That's harsh. I thought about things and reflected.
Reflection doesn't undo damage.
I regret divorcing for such selfish reasons. I'll never do that again. Please give me one more chance.
When we first got married, you were a good husband who cared about his family.
I can be that man again, I promise.
I loved our life with you, me, and Emma.
Let's start over. Is that kind of family even now?
You're the one who let go of that important family.
I know, and it was the biggest mistake of my life.
Once you let go of something precious, it never comes back. Live with that regret for the rest of your life.
Sarah, please! People make mistakes! I've learned from mine!
That's all I can say to you as your ex-wife.
Can I at least talk to Emma?
She doesn't want to talk to you. That's her decision.
Will you tell her I asked about her?
Goodbye.
Sarah, wait!
After our divorce, Michael continues to live a lonely life as his parents still refuse to see him. Emma also refuses to see Michael, so he is truly alone. Without family obligations, he now has more financial freedom. He can spend as much money as he wants on his hobbies, but I'm sure Michael's heart will never be fulfilled for the rest of his life. He let go of what truly mattered and chose an empty life, so facing that regret for the rest of his days is fitting. As for me, divorcing cleared the cloud that had been hanging over me, and I'm living each day with a refreshed spirit. Emma seems to be enjoying her college life, and she smiles more than before the divorce. I've maintained my relationship with my in-laws even after the divorce, and I'm still learning a lot from Martha. I want to continue growing as a mother under Martha's guidance.
You better not think you'll get to rest during the holidays.
Karen, I already declined this request.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm just giving you a reminder.
I appreciate the heads up, but as I mentioned before, I won't be able to help.
Our house is the main family home, so we'll have lots of guests. How can the daughter-in-law not help?
I completely understand the tradition, but my situation is different this year. I just gave birth 3 days ago. My body won't be recovered in 2 weeks.
Is that your excuse? This is why young women these days are so disappointing.
I'm following my doctor's orders for recovery. It's not an excuse.
Doctors these days coddle new mothers too much. Back in my day, women got up immediately after giving birth to do housework.
Medical knowledge has advanced since then. We now understand postpartum recovery better.
Are you calling me old? How disrespectful!
Never mind.
That's right. You should think before speaking to your mother-in-law that way.
Just so you know, medical professionals say women who've given birth experience trauma equivalent to a car accident. Don't you think it's a bit harsh to expect someone in that condition to work?
Car accident? You're being so dramatic. All you did was give birth.
All I did? Do you have any idea what my body went through?
Every woman goes through it. You're not special. Anyway, you need to prepare food for 30 people.
30 people? You never mentioned that many before.
Well, the guest list grows every year. That's family for you. That's final. No more complaints.
Karen, let's think this through. Everyone knows I just gave birth. What will your relatives think if I'm slaving over meals instead of caring for my newborn?
They all think like I do. They'll think you are a dedicated daughter-in-law fulfilling your duties. Everyone understands that the main family's daughter-in-law works harder than anyone.
I doubt that. Times have changed since you were a new daughter-in-law.
Not in our family, they don't.
In fact, Uncle Bob sent a card saying I shouldn't worry about showing up and should rest instead. He even included a gift for the baby.
Uncle Bob? He would never say that. He's traditional, just like me.
The card is sitting on my counter. I can send you a picture if you'd like. And Nancy called specifically to tell me I don't need to listen to anything you say.
That can't be true. Nancy's famous for tormenting her daughters-in-law.
I was surprised too. She said she's been reflecting on her behavior lately. I guess she's had a change of heart. Think about it. If I'm working while recovering from childbirth, who will everyone blame?
Me, obviously.
Exactly. You don't want to be seen as the villain, do you?
Of course not. My reputation in the family is important. But still, tradition is tradition. You can't just ignore it.
The era you grew up in certainly treated women differently. You must have suffered quite a bit yourself.
I really did. My mother-in-law was absolutely terrible. She made me scrub the floors the day after I gave birth to Tyler.
That sounds awful. I'm so sorry you went through that.
So you see why it's important to follow tradition?
Shouldn't we break that negative cycle now?
What do you mean?
If you suffered, why make me suffer too? Shouldn't we create better traditions for future generations?
You might be right. I never thought about it that way. Wait, I almost fell for it. You're lying about Bob and Nancy, aren't you?
Ah, you caught me.
I knew it! How dare you try to manipulate me? Our entire family consists of people who live to torment their daughters-in-law. Nobody would sympathize with you.
I see.
Anyway, you have 2 weeks to recover, so start making shopping lists and recipes for 30 people.
2 weeks isn't sufficient recovery time according to my doctor.
You'll be fine. Start cooking on December 30th, so you'll need to pull 2 all-nighters.
All-nighters? With a newborn who needs feeding every 2 to 3 hours?
Bring the baby with you. I'll look after her while you cook. Make sure you eat well to keep up your strength.
You realize I'll barely get any sleep. That's impossible.
Nothing is impossible when you put your mind to it. This is your first New Year's as part of our family. I can't tell everyone my daughter-in-law is useless. Think about my position.
I am thinking about multiple positions here. Yours, mine, and most importantly, my baby's. Just so you know, your son agrees with me. He's also crazy about our baby, even though she's only a few days old. I don't think he'd allow this.
Ha! My son knows better than to contradict his mother. Tyler has always been such a good, obedient boy. Just manipulate him.
I don't manipulate my husband. We have an honest relationship. That lie would be obvious immediately.
You're missing out on valuable married woman skills. Just make sure you're here. Got it? It's past noon on December 30th. Why aren't you here yet? I told you preparations start today or we won't finish in time.
Oh, is it the 30th already? The days blur together with a newborn. You did say that.
Then you should be here. I've been waiting since morning.
I never said I was coming.
What? So you haven't done the shopping either?
Nope.
Are you serious right now? I told all the relatives my daughter-in-law was preparing an amazing feast. What are we supposed to do now? There's no way we'll finish in time.
I'm sorry you built expectations without confirming with me.
Are you telling me I have to do the shopping and preparations myself?
You could always order catering. It's not too late. I wouldn't say you have to, but I was hoping you would.
How dare you! You're abandoning your duties as a daughter-in-law. Don't think you can remain part of this family.
That's a rather extreme reaction to me prioritizing my health and my newborn.
What does Tyler say about this?
I haven't told him anything.
Why not? Are you hiding things from him?
No need to hide. There's nothing to tell. Because I'm sure he agrees with me. We're planning to have a quiet New Year's celebration.
A quiet celebration? That's not how our family does things. Do you think my son's wife can get away with this?
This isn't about getting away with anything. It's about making reasonable choices. I think I already am, and I'm acting accordingly.
My son would never approve of this behavior. I've never had a daughter-in-law who wouldn't listen to me. You'll regret this.
I hope we can move past this and have a positive relationship someday.
Hey, did you promise my mom something? She called me really angry. I'm still at work and really don't need this.
She's upset that I'm not helping with New Year's preparations. Did she explain why I can't? She wants me to prepare for 30 relatives coming over for New Year's.
Yeah, she mentioned that. Is that really such a big deal? Mom said you promised to help and then backed out.
That's not what happened. I never agreed to it in the first place.
Well, you'll have to help her.
Excuse me?
It's important to my family.
I just gave birth to our child. Doesn't that matter to you?
Our family gets packed during New Year's. It's a tradition. I remember Mom crying in the kitchen every year saying she was scared of the holidays coming.
That does sound difficult for her.
Yeah, it's been tough on her all these years. Dad never helps much. I know it's tough, but I need you to understand.
And knowing that, you still want me to go? Do you realize what you're asking of me?
It's been what, 2 weeks since you gave birth? You should be fine. My cousin Sarah was back at work a week after giving birth. You're cooking normal meals at home, so it's the same thing.
Wow. First, I'm barely managing to heat up the meals your sister dropped off. Second, there's a huge difference between making a sandwich and cooking for 30 people.
That's a bit dramatic, don't you think?
That's not it. I'm genuinely upset. I thought you were a loving husband, a good dad who would help with the baby. I've truly felt that way these past weeks.
Thanks. I am trying my best here.
But that feeling just completely vanished.
Why? What did I do?
Prioritizing your mother's traditions over your wife's health and your newborn's well-being. I can't believe you don't understand why.
You're not making any sense. Did I say something wrong?
If you have to ask, that's part of the problem.
Look, just help my mom this once and I'll make it up to you.
Fine. I'll handle your family's New Year's celebration.
Great! I knew you understand. I'll be there too and can help with the baby.
You've got to be kidding. You want to keep our baby in a room full of cigarette smoke?
What do you mean?
Your Uncle Jim smokes nonstop, and so do several of your cousins, remember?
Not that bad. They can smoke outside. I grew up around smokers and I turned out fine.
And what about your Aunt Marge's perfume that gives everyone headaches? And the constant noise level? Well, your precious daughter can smell like cigarettes when you get back.
Wait, I hadn't thought about that. Maybe you're right about the baby. Do whatever you want.
What does that mean?
Nothing. Forget I said anything. Hey, why aren't you responding? Are you mad or something?
Can't you tell? Where exactly was I supposed to get mad? When you compared me to your cousin? When you dismissed my medical recovery? Or when you threatened me not to complain? My pelvis and back hurt, but I'll do my best. See you later.
You're making me feel guilty now. Actually, don't worry about it. Just rest at home.
No, that's okay. The fire's been lit and I can't put it out myself now. Your mother expects a full spread and that's what she'll get. Good luck at work. I'll be busy preparing New Year's for strangers.
Have you started preparing yet?
Please don't say or do anything until I'm done.
What? What kind of request is that? I was planning to check the menu and taste everything for you.
I have my own way of doing things. I'd rather work independently. Please don't do anything unnecessary.
Checking food quality isn't unnecessary. What's with that attitude? Are you planning something? Try that in front of the relatives and I'll drag you around in front of everyone.
Please do. That would certainly make an impression on the family. Then I'll return the favor and drag you around too.
Are you threatening me? Why are you being so defiant?
Your son just showed his true colors. How would you feel if someone you thought was on your side suddenly turned out to be against you?
That's what happened to me just a few hours ago. Don't bring your marital problems into this. Your personal drama has nothing to do with our New Year's celebration.
It has everything to do with it. He chose your traditions over his wife and child. But you're right. I understand.
As long as you understand. Just make sure everything is perfect. My reputation is at stake. I was worried because I haven't seen any activity. New Year's is the day after tomorrow.
I can read a calendar, thanks.
Don't get smart with me. You seem like a completely different person.
People change when they see others for who they really are. I was being overly nice because you were important to someone I care about.
That hasn't changed, has it? Tyler is still your husband and my son.
The important person part is gone now.
What? Did you fight with Tyler?
How can you be so casual when you caused this?
It's my fault? All I did was uphold family traditions. Either way, the wife should apologize to the husband. You should know better than to fight with your husband. A woman's job and purpose in life is to support her man.
Wow. Is that what you teach your son about marriage? No wonder he acts the way he does. I never expected to hear "support your man" from someone who treats her husband like an insect.
How dare you? My husband and I have a perfectly normal relationship. Listen, when you've been married as long as I have, you stop being so formal. I was an obedient wife in the beginning, too.
I've seen how you order your husband around and criticize him in front of everyone. I've never heard a less convincing statement.
That's different. We've been married for 35 years. Just make sure everything's ready as promised.
Yes, ma'am.
Finally, some respect. What is going on here?
Do you like it?
There are catering staff everywhere. Our house looks like a hotel buffet. And why is there a sushi chef here?
That's Takeshi. He's one of the top sushi chefs in the city. Please order whatever sushi you'd like.
This is outrageous. I never asked for all this. Where are the traditional dishes?
There are traditional options at the back table. The chef prepared those as well. You said you wanted everything handled perfectly. There's no way I could cook for 30 people with my housekeeping skills, so I outsourced it.
This is completely inappropriate for a family gathering. How much did this cost?
Quality service doesn't come cheap. You can look forward to the invoice.
This is not funny. We're not paying for this. And why aren't you here?
Did you really expect me to drive with a 3-week-old baby? Are you seriously suggesting I travel 2 hours with a 3-week-old baby? If so, you should see a doctor.
Don't be ridiculous. 2 hours isn't that long. It's not like you'd be taking her into a crowd.
Have you forgotten about influenza season, RSV, the common cold? Newborns under 1 month have 1/3 the immune resistance of adults. It would be dangerous if she caught something from your relatives.
These are just family members. They're not carrying diseases.
Please don't equate family relationships with viral immunity.
You're impossible. The relatives are starting to arrive and I can't deal with this right now.
How are the relatives reacting?
Well, everyone's enjoying it. They're especially impressed by the sushi chef. They're saying this makes a nice change.
See? It's all good. Everyone's happy, and I didn't endanger my health or the baby's.
But I never said money was no object. This must have cost a fortune.
Don't worry. It's coming from your son's savings.
Oh, Tyler approved this?
Course not. He'd never approve spending $10,000.
$10,000?
Yep. Premium service costs premium prices. You told me to do it, so I did.
I never told you to spend that kind of money. There are limits.
You didn't specify any budget constraints when you ordered me to handle everything. Limits vary from person to person. He's enjoying sushi without knowing he's paying for it. I bet it would taste different if he knew.
Does he know the cost yet?
Not yet. I thought I'd let him enjoy the party first.
This isn't funny. This is financial sabotage.
How am I getting yelled at for doing what I was told? You said the holiday preparations were a burden and the daughter-in-law should handle them, so I figured this out.
Who would ever expect you to go this far? This isn't what I meant, and you know it.
It's too late to argue about it now. Just enjoy the fancy food.
I can't even swallow. Where are you right now?
At home.
With the baby?
Yes, my dad, mom, and sister are visiting us.
What? So your family gets to see the baby, but we don't? I wanted to show off my grandbaby to the relatives.
My child isn't your new designer handbag. She's a vulnerable newborn who needs protection.
That's not fair. I'm her grandmother.
You could have chosen to come to our house. Instead, you insisted on a massive gathering with 30 people during flu season.
But I always thought the daughter-in-law should help with her in-laws' New Year's celebrations. It's tradition.
I believe everyone deserves to be treated with dignity, daughter-in-law or not. I was raised with love by my parents, so I shouldn't be treated like a slave.
Nobody's treating you like a slave. But that's just how it is. That's what being a daughter-in-law means.
I see. Keep chanting that mantra for the rest of your life. Enjoy your New Year's. Goodbye.
We had a family meeting. We've decided to give you another chance. The family discussed your behavior yesterday. We'll judge whether you're suitable as our daughter-in-law based on next year's New Year celebration.
You had a meeting about me without me? Please don't make me a topic of discussion when I'm not present.
You should be grateful there's a second chance after such a failure. The sushi chef was impressive, but it wasn't traditional.
The guests seemed to enjoy it based on what you told me. I don't consider it a failure, and I'm not asking for forgiveness.
What are you saying? Are you refusing our generous offer?
Where's my husband? He said he'd be back by the morning of January 2nd after making an appearance.
He's resting after all the excitement. Are you not even going to give your husband a holiday break? He worked so hard all year.
I'm doing 24/7 childcare with barely any rest.
That's what mothers do. It's natural. My son can't come home today. He's been drinking since morning.
You're kidding me. I told him we needed to talk about something important, but now he's saying he'll relax for a week before coming home.
He deserves to unwind with his old friends.
That's different from what we agreed.
If your parents are there, they can help with the baby.
This is Tyler and my child. We should both be responsible for taking care of her.
Are you seriously expecting a man to do childcare and housework? That's women's work. In my generation, husbands worked outside the home and wives took care of the house. That was common sense.
Another old-fashioned story? We're living in the 21st century.
Some traditions are worth preserving. Even in the good old days, there were things worth learning.
Not from you, there aren't.
What a disrespectful daughter-in-law. I've never been spoken to like this.
Please tell your precious son. Take all the time he needs.
What are you planning?
Nothing, just giving him space to unwind, as you put it.
I will, whether you say so or not. Don't get lazy just because it's New Year's and your parents are helping. The baby still needs her mother.
Thank you for your meaningless, unhelpful words.
How ungrateful can you be? You're nothing but sarcasm.
Right back at you.
This attitude won't help your marriage. Come show me the baby when things calm down.
No way.
Such an infuriating daughter-in-law. You'll regret this behavior.
Amanda, I'm home. Why aren't you at the house?
It took you long enough to notice.
So you're angry I stayed at my parents for a week? I couldn't help it. It's the holidays. Everyone wanted to see me. Mom kept insisting I stay.
What did you just say?
Mom made me stay? She said I need to give you time to cool down.
This is ridiculous.
What's that mean? It's the truth. Whatever.
The fact that you were at your mom's is a lie to begin with.
Huh? What do you mean?
You think I don't know anything?
No, what? I don't understand what you're talking about. What are you talking about? I was just relaxing at my parents'.
Interesting. Your mother told me you were with your high school friends. I exchanged contacts with Nancy Smith's daughter-in-law.
Oh. So what if I hung out with friends? It's the holidays.
You ate the sushi made by the chef on New Year's Day and then left your parents' house. But I heard your car wasn't there after that.
I took Mom shopping for the New Year's sales. She wanted to get some discounted decorations for next year.
Let's see what you bought then.
Why are you interrogating me like this? You don't need to go that far. I was busy catching up with hometown friends and other stuff.
After spending $10,000 on New Year's Day, I don't think you could afford to waste money elsewhere.
Huh? What are you talking about?
The catering service? The sushi chef? Ring any bells? So your mom didn't tell you about the sushi chef. I wondered why you weren't complaining.
Don't tell me all that food and stuff. Was that expensive? Cost $10,000? My money?
That's right. You told me to help, so I did. I thought you'd noticed the withdrawal by now.
Nobody said to go that extravagant. How could you spend that much without asking me?
So you'd prefer your exhausted wife to work for free? While you're out doing whatever it is you've been doing?
Well, yeah, that's normal. I need money from my girlfriend. Oh. I didn't mean to say that. I was joking.
You seem confused about something. There's no evidence that person exists. Your car's location is visible on my phone. My dad went to check, and guess where it was?
What are you talking about? Are you spying on me?
Seriously? How was the hotel that you stayed at during New Year's? Meanwhile, I was sleep deprived, getting up every 3 hours, while my husband was nowhere to be found.
It's not what you think. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. It won't happen again. Mom's in on this too, right?
What do you mean, in on this?
She knows about, the affair.
She told me you were relaxing at her house. She didn't tell me about this. I had no idea you were with another woman.
So my mother basically proved my affair?
Wait, your mother knew and she didn't tell me? You and your mom are the absolute worst.
I didn't know she knew. She's already furious that I married a woman like you.
Sorry for being a woman like me. What exactly does that mean?
No, that's not what I meant. She just thinks you're too independent and don't respect traditions.
I think I'll discuss what kind of woman your mom prefers.
Don't do that. You'll never win a verbal battle with her.
Watch me. This is Amanda. I must say, your motherly love is impressive. Covering up your son's affair and lying to his wife to protect him.
How did you find out? Tyler told you?
Modern cars have GPS. We installed it as an anti-theft measure, but it turned out to be useful in an unexpected way.
You were tracking him? That's an invasion of privacy. No wonder he needed space from you.
So you knew all along?
So what? Men will be men. It's natural.
Oh, you're not even going to deny it?
Why would I? It's not a big deal. Getting upset over a little affair is pathetic. It shows a man's virility. Women in the past endured their husbands having mistresses.
Is that so? Were you one of those understanding wives? Didn't you once storm into your husband's lover's house with a kitchen knife when you discovered his affair?
Who told you about that ancient history? That was completely different.
I'm connected with several daughters-in-law from your relatives. We share everything from old stories to the latest gossip.
You've been gossiping about me behind my back? So daughters-in-law need to gang up just to function? Pathetic. I understand you're upset about the affair, but you need to forgive him. After all, my husband and I have managed all these years.
You mean after you threatened his mistress with a knife? That's your outcome, not something you should force on me.
It worked, didn't it? We're still married. So what will you do? Will you be satisfied if you get compensation from the other woman?
That's a given, but I'm filing for divorce.
What? You can't be serious. You just got married.
And he just cheated, which is worse. Your love for your son is so deep it's like a labyrinth. You should get that checked.
Don't be ridiculous. All men stray occasionally. Has Tyler agreed?
I haven't told him yet, but it's not up for debate.
Don't divorce him. He made one little mistake. Think of how it will look to people. What will everyone say about our family? I haven't even held my first grandchild yet.
You're more concerned about appearances than your son's behavior? I feel sorry you won't get to smell that special newborn scent.
This is so unfair. I've been waiting to bond with my granddaughter. I'll scold Tyler properly. I'll make sure he never does it again.
Your scolding won't fix this. He made his choice.
He's young and foolish. All men make mistakes.
You seem to think your son is the only cause of the divorce.
Isn't he? He's the one who had the affair.
No, you're responsible for a large part of it too.
Me? What did I do? I've only tried to maintain family traditions.
Search your messages for New Year's preparations and you'll see all your unreasonable demands.
That's ridiculous. Those were perfectly normal requests. You didn't come anyway and hired a sushi chef. And you paid with my son's money, so you didn't suffer at all.
I managed to avoid the situation this year by thinking quickly. But I can easily imagine the same exchange happening again next year.
Next year would be completely different. By then, your child will be 1 year old, so you'll have more flexibility.
See, that thinking is exactly why this won't work. You're already planning next year's demands without considering my feelings at all. Why should I accept unreasonable demands just because we're family? Why should I sacrifice my body and mind to serve my in-laws just because I'm a daughter-in-law?
Because that's how families work. That's tradition.
Does getting married and changing my status to daughter-in-law mean I lose my human rights? Is your house some kind of lawless territory?
Don't be so dramatic. I never went that far. I just expect a certain level of respect and duty.
Respect is earned, not demanded because of a title. I will protect what's important to me with everything I have. I consider my family important, and I acted with my child's safety as the top priority. If you can't understand that, we'll never have a relationship.
Such an overreaction. You're throwing away a marriage over this? But a daughter-in-law is an immature existence. You should listen to your mother-in-law to grow into a proper adult.
With all due respect to someone who's lived nearly 60 years, give me a break.
How dare you? Who do you think you're talking to?
No matter how many times I explain, you think you're superior just because you're a mother-in-law, and you ignore the human rights of daughters-in-law. I'm talking to the mother-in-law, obviously.
You're the most disrespectful daughter-in-law I've ever encountered. I can't believe this.
People with outdated views like you should stay in the countryside, obsessing over New Year's traditions. Sure, some old customs and traditions are important, but we're dealing with immediate concerns right now. While caring for a life that could be in danger if we look away, I don't have time to listen to an old person's petty lectures or idealistic theories.
This is outrageous. How dare you speak to your mother-in-law like that? Don't you respect your elders?
Age alone doesn't command respect. I don't automatically respect someone just because they're older. I judge whether someone deserves respect based on their thoughts and experiences.
You can't even speak politely? What kind of upbringing did you have? What a disrespectful woman!
It's not that I can't. I'm choosing not to. Because you don't deserve it.
You'll regret speaking to me this way. My head is spinning with anger.
Well, enjoy looking forward to your precious son bringing home his next wife.
He'll find someone better suited to our family. Yes, if he has someone he likes now, she'll be his next wife. Someone who understands family duty. Then I can raise her to be a proper daughter-in-law. She'll give us lots of grandchildren, too. Unlike you, who can't even handle one baby.
Don't talk about it like it's as easy as laying eggs. Pregnancy and childbirth are serious medical events.
Women have been doing it for thousands of years. I'll make sure he chooses a wife who doesn't talk back like you.
Good luck finding someone willing to put up with this family dynamic. I should pray no more victims fall into this trap.
Once you're gone, he'll find someone who appreciates our traditions. When you're gone, our family will flourish. Just watch.
Tyler finally realized how toxic his mother was when he noticed that everyone he dated broke up with him within a week of meeting her. Apparently, she would interview them like job applicants and even test their cooking skills by making them peel taro roots. Who would marry into that? Tyler stopped visiting his parents and ignored his mother's calls. She aged rapidly and was bedridden by the next New Year's. Our divorce went to mediation but was finalized successfully. I received $20,000 in alimony and $100,000 in child support. Of course, I also made the other woman pay $15,000 in damages. By the way, the daughter-in-law at the Smith house, inspired by me, finally turned the tables on her mother-in-law. I'm staying with my parents while looking for a job. Being a single mother will have its challenges, but I'm determined to live as a mother who won't spoil her son or interfere with his future wife.